Hey guys, Nick here. Welcome to the Omniverse of Nick and part 11 to What If Saibamen Turn Good. Before we get started, be sure to smash the like button, subscribe to this channel and all the other Omniverse channels, and comment future requests in the comment section. With all that said, let's begin. So, we open up where we ended off last time. Frieza is coughing green blood, or it's actually acid. Everyone knows that's not Frieza's blood. I think there's more to the legendary Super Saibamen than originally met the eye. Frieza, he sees everything around him start to change. His aura, his skin, it's turning a dark green. It's flaming an aura, and then he loses consciousness as he powers with a maniacal pink, green, and purple aura. It's like he can't control it. Whatever happened to him because of the legendary Super Saibamen, that explosion, the legendary Super Saibaman was not just a big brute and the most powerful Saibaman. He was a freaking virus. Anyone who'd fought him, they'd become just like him and even worse. And Frieza's beginning to experience his consciousness ripping away as he powers into a new being. Something that makes any version of Frieza look like a joke. He begins to mutate and his skin begins to melt off. And before long, a horrifying being takes shape. Frieza is mutated into a freaking monster. Makes all of his forms, especially the third one and the visualization of Krillin's final form of Frieza, look like absolute jokes. His skin melts off. Parts of his body are mutated and more sharper, stronger. He has venomous acid claws. He's covered in acid and dark green maniacal aura. His eyes are a blank, distant, terrifying red. And he looks more horrifying than any version of Frieza that has yet crossed any of their paths or ours. And he looks completely unrecognizable. Vegeta yells to everyone, kill it and kill it now. That's not Frieza. The legendary Super Saibamen, there was more to it than we thought. And Frieza seems to have gotten that exact treatment. They need to kill it before it gets worse. Vegeta goes Super Saiyan for a Galick Gun. Goku uses a Super Saiyan Kamehameha. Gohan uses a full power Masenko. Krillin uses a Destructo Disc. Yamcha uses a Super Spirit Ball. Tien uses a full power Tri-Beam, and Yajirobe runs away. And Sai uses a full power Potential Unleashed Acid Energy Wave. And this manages to completely disintegrate and destroy half of this new behemoth Frieza acid monster's body. And all that's there is purple, green blood or acid. And it is melting and covering half or more of the area in which this new monster is in. But then something happens that makes everyone like, scared is a nice word compared to what they see happens next. The monster regenerates, but it mutates and gets bigger, and its body, it's like it mutates so much that it doesn't even almost resemble Frieza anymore. And it begins to grow even bigger and mutate so much that its body, like, it looks unstoppable. And everyone is so terrified, they don't think they can beat him. And the worst part is, he's mutating and growing even bigger. He seems like he could almost stretch out to space at this point. And it's like he's not stopping. It's like what they just did made it even stronger. But just then, it gets so big and mutates so much that the behemoth Frieza acid monster blows up. And everyone knows that this explosion's not only probably going to destroy the planet, but cover them in what this monster is, and they might become just like him. Sai has a solution to that. Sai unleashes this huge green shield or force fielding kind of projection and absorbs all of the energy. Basically, he makes the shield as the explosion goes off, and the energy from the explosion begins to contract and pull itself in to the shield or, projection glass barrier. And he uses the energy absorbed from it to blast at every single person right now. And this is a purifying. He purifies the explosion to create a cure and complete nullification for everybody else. And Sai would go on to explain to Yamcha and everybody else that Saibamen like him are immune. So, Buddy Yamcha, you and everyone else are now cured from any effects that the explosion might have had, like it did on Frieza. So, if it were to happen again, somehow, some way, they won't get turned into ravenous, mutated acid monsters like Frieza. And like I said, Cybermen like him are immune to this because they were created from the same race, even if the legendary Super Saibaman was far different. Piccolo and Nail would talk, but I don't think that they would fuse. Guru would pass, and the elder job would go to the elder from the other village, not Elder Mori. But that's honestly doesn't really matter. Then they get back to Earth. Vegeta does get with Bulma, and Vegeta knows that another threat is still out there. But deep in space, King Cold figures out everything that just happened, including the fact that his son was mutated and became an absolute despicable atrocity of nature. And that's what got him killed. And that sources say it could have been because of the legendary Super Saibaman. King Cold knows now they're going to Earth, and this time they leave none alive. So King Cold takes his army and they go to Earth, and he just watches as everything happens. But Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo, Yamcha, Tien, Chaozu, Gohan, and Sai all take care of King Cold's forces instantly. Then we have a Super Saiyan encounter with King Cold going all out in his fourth form, going past his 100% and breaking his limits against them. And it actually proves to give him trouble. Because not only are Goku and Vegeta high evolved Super Saiyans with the intense training that they endured to get to this point, but Sai and everybody else are there to help him, or, Goku and Vegeta. So, even if Goku and Vegeta couldn't beat King Cold up till this point, he's forced to that point because, one, he hasn't been in his 100% in forever, and number two, everyone is infinitely stronger, and they have Sai to help them. But just then, King Cold begins to feel something bubbling up, some pain in his body. And then he coughs up green acid. Looks like King Cold's been affected with the same thing because of the explosion and his prior encounter to the legendary Super Saibaman. Will they be able to stop King Cold before he ends up just like Frieza did? If they can't, how bad is this situation going to get considering King Cold is affected? Is there a future timeline? And if there is, what happened in it? Find out all those answered questions next time.